Convoy HX-52 is approaching Britain from the southwest. Without a doubt, it's loaded with fighter planes and their spare parts for assembly in Britain. I suggest immediate interception. Halder, have you heard about Sir Douglas Bader, the British ace without both legs?
Not yet. Why did you bring him up?
Bader commands great authority among the Royal Air Force. By taking down his fighter plane, you would deal a serious blow to the Brits' fighting spirit. However, it would be no easy feat. He is exceptionally renowned for his aerial combat skills.
I would wager our aces are no less adept. I will let them know, Admiral. I'm sure every German pilot will be eager to test his ability and try taking down such a remarkably skilled enemy.
Indeed. Well, welcome back once again to Strategic Mind Blitzkrieg, where we're playing the Battle of Britain, which, if you recall, was an exceptionally difficult mission in...
Convoy HX-52 has been sunk. We took no chances.
Strategic... or in Panzer strategy. Very difficult indeed. Let's lure the anti-aircraft gun we saw last turn. I should have moved up here. That was dumb. Right. So going up here, huh? Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna let an 8 damage unit like that stay there without consequence. Yeah, you'll be exposed, but I don't think I have that much of a choice here, really. Yeah, not if I want to also use these two. And then the question is, I do think they're gonna drop more planes already if I don't do anything here. So I might have to do a strategic bomb to level that. Because it will be a problem otherwise. Okay, I don't want to keep that alive. The less planes the enemy can get, the better. Alright, so that's the ace, obviously. That's another anti-aircraft. Gone. But the enemy fighters are the real problem. Down to 1 is a real problem, because I also don't want him to get more planes from this aircraft plant. If I'm completely honest. But we know there's another anti-aircraft here. They seem to have anti-aircraft like near every hex, so they would have it there. Which means I cannot just go and bomb there with impunity either. And this actually does not look all that great. but I don't really have that much of a choice. And great, they did mostly lethal damage. That really sucks. Not having a lot of luck with that, actually. 80... Because the developer said there's like 80% is non-lethal, but if you get 66% lethal, yeah, that's very much different from 20%. Let's link the fight, because I think that actually comes in pretty useful here, potentially. So that thing is gone, but that... I mean, I kind of... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you go just in about here... Yeah, exactly. What a surprise. I don't think the prediction was that bad, but apparently it is. Please kill it. Oh, come on. Oh, for crying out loud. That is freaking annoying. I mean, you're already at 7. I can't allow them to be exposed, so... Let's link the fight and still use Afterburner, because it still gives +4 defense. And then just 2 and 2. Gee. I'd wager these guys with Boom and Zoom would be much better spent on Douglas. Okay, they will have to get out again as well. They'll try to target that. How to destroy this without endangering... Yeah, it can't move there. You can't go around because of that 8 strength unit. So the unit must have already another skill allowing to provide fire support once per turn. Provides fire support versus air attacks to allied aircraft. Okay, so it should. One thing I can do though is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or basically around here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They would still. Yeah, indeed. And then go in here. Then use this bomber on here. At least destroy another aircraft plant. Shame I couldn't take down another one for now. Since we're dealing with so much enemy air force. Let's just recall you. Well, it's relatively close, I suppose. So I can destroy that radar on the next turn. They no longer will have any ammunition, so they need to get sent back entirely. Okay, so this guy is a problem for them to be sent back. I cannot do anything against those. I mean, I can destroy this now. There's just no way I get to finish it off this turn. I'll have to come back for it. I really did not have this so much with the other game. I'm not a big fan, actually, of every single airplane retreating at 0, almost regardless of the damage. I'm sure it's not 100%, but it's near 100% of the enemy air units retreat, regardless of the damage being done to 0. I'm just not a big fan of that mechanic. I'm sorry. I'm sure there are reasons for doing it, but it's just not my cup of tea. Even if it's from my planes, I also am not not too interested, actually. Aircraft, they're at 7. So you can actually go there, but then they don't have any protection. If they go in here, I guess they could do that. We already got that one out of the way. But then I still have 4 enemy fighters to deal with here. Which is a big problem. Like, I could potentially try to diminish that to 3. It seems unlikely, but I'm just a bit worried about the amount of enemy airplanes that can spawn from that first attack, if I'm honest. Yep, down to 0, like I said. They always do it. Bombing that is useless. So I need to think of something else. I mean, I can send one over here. If I have an unprotected Junkers, they might actually just go after that. They'll be like, oh, that's a great target. You already attacked, so you don't need that. Might as well just go in here. Boom. So that gets rid of another radar station. Yeah, let's go in here to protect these guys as well. And I already have protection up here, so I might just as well send these guys after this here bomber. Do I need that? No. Alright, at least I will take down another plane. And even then, besides the fighters, the bombers also need to go. So, aircraft. What are we dealing with here? 4 strength fighter, or bomber actually. All right, let's go. It's super expensive, but it's a core unit as well. I'm probably not gonna like this turn, but let's just see. Okay, well, bombing that is inconsequential. Really not sure why they're doing that. What, are they leaving the battlefield or something? Wonder what that is about. So yeah, they're going after this thing indeed. They already attacked twice last turn, so they should not be able to do that again. Yeah, they're going after the bombers. Well, rather that than one of my core units. So they should get away from this attack with 0 at least.
The British have conducted a series of daring bombing raids on our rear. This cannot go unpunished. I will teach Churchill a lesson he will not soon forget. I've made a promise to leave London a smoking ruin. The time has come to keep the Führer's word. I hereby order the saturation bombing of the British capital. Alert our Air Force to turn London into a flattened wasteland.
Herr Führer, we haven't dealt with the British aircraft plants yet. Dividing our forces at this moment is dangerous.
Father, how dare you? Do you believe you can contest our Fuhrer's strategic genius? My elite bombers are headed for London as we speak, ready to conduct a heavy raid. Your support, Halder, will be instrumental in this. Only together can we complete this objective.
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's finish off some bombers, especially now that it's night. There isn't that much we can do here. Let's shoot that. Shoot these. Like, especially because they're low on ammunition as well, it's just... little I can do. And I guess then I'll just have to send them out again. Oh, right, they can only move into that hex. I thought they could move to any hex, but that's only with bombing. Right, that's dumb. You cannot reach the next plane then, huh? Attack those. Go in there. They're at 5, huh? All right. Well, one, two, huh? Maybe I can do better. Indeed, I can. I mean, shooting down the bombers doesn't help too much, but it's something at least. I probably cannot reach that afterwards, no. Alright, so let's just go back and go out there again. I don't want to try too much crazy stuff here. Like, I need to... protect my units as well. We know that... like, this is super far that they need to go. It's a problem. Well, I do at least have half of the units that I need to destroy. So that at least is useful. They might actually try to go after something like that, which is probably pretty decent for me. How are you on Overwatch? So if I go here, they'll be alerted. Yeah, it's their Overwatch. Okay, so that's the other one. So they can now go back without trouble, which will allow me to move up in there at least. And I might not get the anti-aircraft gun, but it looks like at least I'll be able to get a good couple of hits in. Okay, so it's pretty badly damaged, so that helps at least a little bit. And the this is down to 1, so it will be not the end of the world to try and take that down. I'll leave those guys here. They're in pretty bad shape, and I know that these guys might go after them, but these are non-core units, so it's at least not as bad as having core units die. I might lose a unit, sure, but as long as it's not a core unit, it's not the end of the world. Alright, so we probably get one up here now. I remember it was like down, up, down, something like that. I don't know specifically, but oh, you already fired, right. This is my bomber, huh? I think I'd rather leave it here because I'm quite sure they would be able to see it there, but they might not be able to see this here. There's no reason to keep a core unit moving that much forward. Whereas for these, I don't mind actually putting them there. They might be spotted. That's okay. Although I'm sometimes quite confused as to how the enemy can see certain stuff. It follows general rules, but I guess a bit unclear to me sometimes. Anyway. Okay. Bunch of enemy units going in there. They're attacking this fighter. Don't know where that went. Did send a unit in here. Yeah, they're going after this. It's a double attack fighting guy. It's there. Okay. So they did see it anyhow. Yeah. That's the silly part. So they're probably destroying this. At least have to put a lot of resources to get it down. That was dumb. Seems like they still have plenty of bombers. Okay, these guys are just gonna move.
Attention! Our observers report inbound British tactical bombers. They will soon enter the airspace over France. These planes aren't fit for long-range operations. Judging by their course, they will target our installations around Caen, Le Havre, and Calais.
Thank you, Admiral Canaris. We will prepare our forces for a counterattack immediately.
Our intelligence has just registered convoy SC-1 in the North Channel. If you don't destroy these transports, in a few days they'll deliver another shipment of fighter planes to Britain.